Hello there, today I have LEGO Transformers G1 Optimus Prime with his trailer and Bumblebee. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty decently long review. Maybe, but this time I do want to be a little bit more professional and have better produced videos. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So unfortunately I still don't have a new camera stand, but whatever. Yeah, let's do something about this real quick. Alright. That's a little bit better. But yeah, here is Optimus. Change the lighting a little bit. Oh yeah, so I guess I'll scrap the professional stuff. Yeah, we're just gonna get straight into it. Yeah, here he is with his trailer. Yeah, it swivels. You know, pretty cool. It's on a turntable piece. The back opens up, just like that. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool. It is detachable, and you can flip this piece down to have it stand up like that. So that is definitely very neat, and you can hear it trudging along the floor or table. But yeah, so you can flip this down, and I think you saw Bumblebee in there, so you can just flip out like that, along with the roller and the matrix. Just should stay in there. Yeah, there's a pretty decent amount of space in there. So Bumblebee and roller can fit in. I believe it can fit Bumblebee and Cliff Jumper in there at the same time, although I don't have Bumblebee. Well, I have Bumblebee, but I don't have Cliff Jumper built at the moment. But I do believe they might be able to fit in there at the same time without roller. Speaking of, here he is. Pretty simple build at this scale. It will look pretty similar to other LEGO Transformers YouTubers designs like Sea Bunny Productions. So it's a little unfortunate, but this design is a little bit different. So, yeah, there you go, the roller. And here we have Bumblebee in his little sort of squished Volkswagen mode. I did find a way to get the head to hide, sort of. You can tell it's that right there. But yeah, I really like this for the scale and everything. I really like how I was able to get everything where it is. Even though the colors and the gaps aren't too sightly, they're kind of unsightly, but you know, it's fine. I still like it. The shapes remind me of that old G1 design. So yeah, it works for me. So yeah. Opening up the trailer, since you can't fit your hand in there, opens up like this on some ball joints. And yeah, there's a lot of room in here. I'm gonna demonstrate right now how they would everything would go in here. So yeah, that's basically how it would all go. So yeah, he also has his ion blaster back here and his axe over here. So yeah, that is I don't think that's accurate to the cartoon, but you know, it's weapon storage. It's got to go somewhere. And we do have this like medical station thing. I don't know if this is really G1 accurate. I hope it is, because it's not gonna get a redesign. But I think even if it is or isn't, it's still a cool design. And also, of course, you can stand this whole thing up for like a med bay for Optimus, which I believe this is what this giant arm thing here is for. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Matrix doesn't really have anywhere to go, unfortunately. It kind of just sits in there with roller, but you know, it's fine. Uh, but yeah, it's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Now, looking at the main event Optimus, this is a pretty decent approximation of his G1 design, in my opinion. The shapes are there. The colors, not so much. He isn't supposed to have these gray stripes. But that's mostly due to how robot mode looks. And if you know this channel, I prioritize robot mode. Even though I still really like this design. I do wish I was able to get the gas tanks back here, but I guess the thighs right there can kind of represent that, but works just fine. Got the bumper up here, the headlights, those are gray on purpose. Blue windshield, light blue, baby blue, whatever you want to call it. The back is filled out. So, yeah, the back is black. Not black. The back is red. Top is probably the worst angle. Maybe the side, I don't know. But it works fine for a truck mode. I still really like it, even with all its flaws. So, yeah, I guess I'll just show a Bumblebee as we are about to go into comparisons. So there's that, and there's that. Yeah, that's all the comparisons, hopefully. So, yeah, let's start off with transforming a Bumblebee since he's a simple little guy. So you're just gonna carefully swivel this robot hand out just enough so that his horns can detach, like so. Swivel that around, push down, swivel to the side, or slide to the side. That section comes down. This section comes down too. And then, if you do this right, there should be no breakages. And just move the arms forward like that. And then now it's just a matter of getting everything lined up. And there you go. That is B in his robot mode. And it's so nice. I really like this. Almost from every angle. I say almost. It looks really, really good. There's a gap back here, but it's due to transformation and stuff and just how I wanted things to be shaped out. It's not like you're going to be looking from them or looking at them from the back anyway. And yeah, there's definitely a windshield color mismatch, but it's fine in my eyes. And his shoulders are definitely non-existent or just really low still. It's a little guy. He's a fun little guy, and I really like how he turned out. For articulation, his hands or arms can move all the way around like that. Nothing outward unless you want to break his arms. What else? His head, ignore the giant or loud noise in the background, but his head can swivel all the way around. And I did decide to give him a waist swivel, even though it does, as you probably saw throughout the video so far, this does keep popping off. It is a one stud connection, a very weak one stud connection. But still, I think it's a cool addition for articulation. The legs kick forward that far, but it's really kind of his knees, not really his hips and back that far, mostly due to transformation. So he isn't really that articulated, but honestly, in my opinion, he gets the poses he needs. Well, not poses, but articulation for a fun little guy. I guess you could also say his hand swivels, but doesn't really matter since I didn't really give him any weapons. Honestly, this Bumblebee is like an accessory to Prime, which is a little unfortunate, but it's still cool. Now for the main event, Optimus Prime. First thing we're gonna do, split the bumper up like that. Next thing we're gonna do is swivel these wheels down just a little bit. Then right there you can move these out to the side. You can move these sections down and just flip the feet out now. So stand them up. Gonna look up a little bit because we need to look up here. Move this up. Actually, I want to move it out a little bit, then up, so you can get a little more clearance. But you're gonna unfold his arms like that. Basically, it is kind of hard to well, it's working just fine now, but yeah, it's working fine. It's just I was trying to move it weird, I guess. Swivel that around, and then swivel the hand around. Focus. And the same thing on the other side. So let's see if it works here. Yeah, it's just popping off. How about connect completely? Yeah, now it's going. Okay, it's a little strange. I don't know how to make that consistently stay on with the shoulder piece, but it is possible, so yeah. And then you already see his head. You can just dig your nail in there, flip that up. I do want to mention one thing right now. This is a stickered piece. I was too lazy to take it off, so it's there, I guess. And then just slide his little antenna up. And then with these sections right here, you're just gonna make sure the wheels are kind of like down in a certain way, because if you have them just down like this, it's gonna pop off. So you're gonna have to rotate it like as far down as possible so it has enough clearance for this piece to swivel all the way around, as you can see. So just do that and you should be fine. And then you can swivel the wheels up like so. Then right there, back and up, and that fills out the back. It is definitely inaccurate, but same thing with Bumblebee. Transformation is fun, and who's really displaying these from the back? So yeah, I still think it works for a pretty cool backpack. And then move that up, maneuver the ball joints, maneuver the thigh. Shift that knee piece in the middle. Swivel this wheel out of the way so you can swivel this section all the way around. Then put that back into place. Same thing on the other side, of course. Optimus is a symmetrical design. And then you kind of just need to readjust everything. And there you go. That is Optimus in his completed robot mode, and I think he looks awesome. He definitely isn't 100% G1 accurate. He is missing the button thingies on his crotch, and honestly just like the crotch plate in general, but it's fine. His legs also aren't supposed to be gray like that, but they are ball joints so that he can hold up the trailer in truck mode. So yeah, I mean hold up the trailer in truck mode when you're like lifting it. I did switch out. He was able to hold it before. I don't know if you saw the very beginning of the video when I was lifting up the truck mode with the trailer on it. These sections were flopping back and forth. So these are a little bit looser for some reason than the pieces I had on there before. So that's a little strange because I got them as supposed to be brand new pieces from Bricklink, but whatever. I guess at least you know it could hold up. So yeah. Oh yeah, I guess while we're here, here's the back. This is definitely kind of unsightly with all this kibble back here, but once again, who's displaying him from the back? Backpack cleans up much nicer than my last version. You know, it might be a little bit low. There's not really much you can do about that, and it's still fine to me. So yeah, I mean, overall, I really like him. This is my favorite G1 Optimus build I have done ever so far. So yeah, let's look at transformation, articulation. So his head can swivel all the way around, which, by the way, using that new reverse clip piece for the neck transformation, and it's really helpful. So we'll be using that a lot more in future builds, but anyway, shoulders kick forward that far, inward that far. They go all the way around, so they're universal shoulder joints. Bicep, if you want to move the smokestack with it or not. Without moving the smokestack, you get a lot more motion, but he does have a bicep. He has a weird elbow location due to transformation, but it does give him a really good elbow bend. and he does have a wrist swivel due to transformation and weapon usage, I guess. No waist swivel, unfortunately, just due to how much space there is in here. Oh, there's sirens outside. Putting in a waist swivel would have made his torso really tall, and then truck mode really tall, so that would have been unsightly. So I just decided to skip out on it. Legs kick forward that far. Back not too much, but that is accurate to human anatomy, even though they aren't humans. And then they're based off of humans. And then at least how they look, how their body is built. But yeah, kicks out that far. Maybe could go a little bit further if you really maneuver the smokestack out of the way and stuff, but whatever. So yeah, he has a ball joint at his hip. Oh yeah, I guess due to transformation, he does also kind of have a butterfly, but it does get in the way of the backpack. And thigh swivel, be careful when you try to use this, because as you can see, it will just pop off. So you'd have to hold the thigh and swivel around. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's kind of a weird given for Lego. 90-degree knee bend is... This thing kind of protrudes out a little bit. It bothers me a little bit, but it does make proportions, and does make proportions better, and it fills a gap in vehicle mode. So, you know, it works for me, I guess. So yeah, thigh swivel all the way around, 90 degrees at the knee, foot pivots all the way back like that due to transformation, and then ankle can rock that far inward. So yeah, he is pretty decently posable. Only really what am I talking about? Only real thing he's missing is his waist swivel. So, but yeah, I also guess he can look up like that if he really needs to. So yeah, I still really like this build. Let's get this trailer back here, shall we? It is a little bit taller than him, I believe. This is scale. It is supposed to be, but I don't really know for sure. Honestly, it works for me. So yeah, I guess you could do that little medbay thing. I don't really know. So yeah, there you go. Okay, also, here's a Bumblebee. It's a pretty decent scale. I don't think it's a 1-to-1, but it's good enough. Should actually show him his weapons. Show him with his weapons, I mean. Yeah, the not fusion cannon. Ion blaster comes off through a port right there. Just gotta move that. I think it's an ammo clip. I don't really know guns, but you gotta swivel it down. The anti-stud tabs into the stud of his hand. Anti-stud of the handle taps into his hand, which is a stud. So yeah, there you go. And axe is a little weird. You have to swivel his wrist all the way around. And then yeah, here's a look at the axe. Pretty neat build. And then you just tap it in like so. Disclaimer right now, this is really hard to get off without popping off his wrist, but I guess it's doable. So yeah, there you go. Just gonna keep that on for a little bit. And yeah, here's his gun. It's a pretty simple but effective build. So yeah, I think it looks really cool with all of them, even though when he has the axe on, his forearm does kind of extend because of the red. It looks like it extends at least, so it does look a little bit weird, but it works for me. Here's scale, I guess, but Bowler doesn't really do anything. It's kind of just there. The matrix does not fit into his chest. His chest does not open up in any kind of way, so it's kind of just there for show, but it's here. And it does tab into his hand if it wants to come off properly. So it tabs in like that. It is technically backwards. It's supposed to look like this, but whatever. It works. And I just realized I forgot to do the Lego measuring stick because I had it holding the camera. Here's all that, I guess. Optimus is like 15 studs tall. And Bumblebee is like... Don't say it. Don't say it. He's like 6 or 7. B is 5 studs long. About almost above 3 studs wide. 3.5 studs wide. And 3 studs tall. Truck is 11 studs long. About 5 studs wide. And about 6 or 7 studs tall. So yeah, that's it for this review. I hope to see you guys next time. Goodbye.